Good evening, Moonlight Gamers. This is Setoeon, and this is the 11th episode of my Pokemon Chronicles Pokemon X. Pokemon Chronicles is a Let's Play, but with less interaction but more commentary and some fourth wall breaking. Okay, I was wrong about getting to the palace, as I spent the whole last episode going through the route. Hey trainer, yes you there, young man. I'll share an oranberry with you. Callum obtains an oranberry. If you feed the oranberry to your Pokemon, it will recover some strength. And if you let the Pokemon hold a oranberry, it can eat it during battle. Are old buildings more important than people who are alive now? Wow, this looks like a huge palace. It's probably going to take most of the episode just to explore. Well, let's get started. I wonder how much money it takes to build a palace like this. I like to live in that kind of palace. Yeah, that's a big place. Bet most of my dialogue will be used up talking to NPCs. Oh, I mean people. The entrance fee will be 1,000 per person. You got to be kidding me, it costs money to go inside? You see, the owner of the palace follows the school of thought that you can never have too much money. Yes, this is how the rich get richer. Here's your entrance fee, 1,000 Pokédollars. The proceeds from the entrance fee help pay the repair and restore the palace. Probably. What is it? Where could it be? My Furfuru. My beloved little Furfuru has disappeared. It disappeared, huh? We'll see. We should help them look. I mean, if my Pokemon was missing, I'll be sick with worry. My beloved Furfuru has disappeared. Past the door is the pride and joy of the palace, the vast courtyard. You can see the whole garden from the balcony on the second floor. Don't try to sleep in the king's bed. It is regal. Hey, are you trying to use mean look on me? The owner of the palace only inherited it, you know. It is not though he earned it. Just because the parents were great, it surely does not mean that the children were also to be great. In fact, the opposite is often true. The palace was built after the Kalos won a war with a neighboring region. I'll bet a lot of people in Pokemon lost their lives. The person who made this palace must have been very admirable. The entrance building has such an elegant, classic atmosphere. I heard a king from long ago who the garden was his pride and joy. He gathered the castle folk to hold garden parties. You need pretty amazing king to build a palace like this. I wonder if Pokemon slept in his bed. If you ask me, a good bed is a bed in which you can get a good night's sleep. I don't care how unique or elegant this bed might be. I'd probably be uneasy in it I wouldn't get a wink. Slow down, Meryl. I'm too tired to play. I heard that a forbidden tome once existed that contained the secrets of bringing Pokemon back to life. It's probably just a rumor, though. We certainly got nothing that sort in our library. I don't think that tome is a secret. I would bet we'll see it in the game later. Wink, wink. Long ago, the king and his Pokemon would enjoy the meals at this table. The view from the balcony is absolutely stunning. A nice and a huge garden. And is that the Unova Legendaries? The mirror in the hallway reflects scene in such a way that it looks as if there are two balconies. It is said that the king of the ancient times would use Pokemon as a sentry, and I'll bet they used Pokemon with insomnia ability since they would never be going to sleep. There is a portrait of someone on the wall. Perhaps it's the king who built the palace. I'll bet the king will be very important to the plot of this game. I have a feeling. Wow, get a look at these chairs. They're simply perfect in every way. What a brilliant design. Well, according to the guidebook, what a room should we look at next? Where can I get a surveyor in this place? You know, something like a lava cook. For the owner of this palace, every meal is a feast. If you never know anything, a meal like that seems completely normal. I think it would be so much better if I had a lively dinner with everyone, instead of a full-course meal alone. I wonder what the king of Kalos region thought about Pokemon. I feel like I'm in a dream. This room was once completely adorned with all manner of gold and silver works, jewelry and medals. What? This room used to serve as a waiting room for Pokemon before they went brought out for battle. You mean Pokemon just waited here calmly? Pokemon are so funny. What's special about this place? Isn't it just the beautiful in architecture itself? Is it about how the paintings and sculptures work in in harmony with the surroundings? I am a traveling merchant, wandering the world. Please listen to my song and hear my words. The Kalos region now uphurls as far from the ancient days as ugly past doth bear. Worse the war did knock on every door, till man no Pokemon could take no more. 3,000 years ago upon these shores, it's a pleasure to me to know that you were pleased by my song, sir. I'll have a lookin' back. I was right. It's Reshiram. It's a statue of Reshiram, the Pokemon that helps those who seek to build a world of truth. If her fruit flew by towards the back of the garden, I wonder how many people in Pokemon it takes to make a garden this big. The king who built this place ruled the entire Kalos region all on his own, just like the ancient king from 3,000 years ago. Does the king have something to do with the Unova region? It's a statue of Zekrom. This Pokemon assisted those who seek to make the ideal world. The Kalos region and the Unova region must have been in contact with each other. The Pokemon statue near the entrance is Reshiram, and this statue is Zekrom. They both are legendary Pokemon of the Unova region. The War of Truth and Ideals was 2,500 years ago. That's only a 500-year difference. And if I do remember, the Abyssal Ruins in the Black and White games in Unova was built 3,000 years ago at the same time. Fumeplaris is a palace among palaces. I could say it's the king of palaces, the premier palace. Please don't run away, Little C. Give me a hand. The path over there leads to a dead end. Let's split up and chase Furfrou around the corner. I'll keep it from getting away, so pick up a spot for me to stand. Somewhere, like over there? Let me know when you decide where I should stand. If the two of us work together, we can solve the puzzle and catch Furfrou. Oh my dear Furfuru, my beloved Furfuru, could you be responsible for my Furfuru's reunion with my dear Furfuru? How wonderful indeed. It's marvelous, simply marvelous. A situation like this demands fireworks. We should put on a show. My Pokemon and I are reunited, and our bonds have been proven. Well, commemorate this joyous occasion with a tremendous fireworks display, and it will also serve as a reward for the tiny bit of trouble you went through. Rendezvous at the balcony. You do understand, rendezvous? You can reach the balcony from the hall with the mirrors on the second floor. Maybe Furfuru will be even better off if we haven't been found. If I were a Pokemon, I'll hate to have a trainer like that, but I really love fireworks, so let's make the best of it. I have a feeling that these fireworks will lead to a very memorable cutscene. Callum finds an antidote. I've heard an ancient king made rules about when to view in the garden. Didn't he have everything better to make rules about? I always wanted to be a prince, but I've given up on that dream. I would get lost in here all the time. Folks Bug Badge can use this move. Cut and chop down trees and prickly thorns. There's an HM for cut somewhere in the garden. You can take it with you if you like. Callum finds an HM01 cut. Callum finds a super potion. Oh, you know, I've never watched fireworks alone with a boy before. We haven't even seen them yet, but I know I'll never forget these fireworks. 'Cause I'm watching them with you, Callum. Wow, that was amazing. Never would have ever forget this. So I'll keep this memory in an album in my heart. And that was my wonderful fireworks show for my Furfuru. I assume you're satisfied with that. Oh, almost forgot. The Poke Flute. That's right. We need the Poke Flute to wake up Snorlax. Sigh, the Poke Flute? Oh, go get it. It was that Champion Castle's treasure, but I took it as a payment for a loan. A rich guy like me and a common person like that just don't get along. Give it to them. Here is the Poke Flute. Callum attained the Poke Flute. Listen well, you two. Always return what you borrow. That's very important. I want to make a lot of memories on my journey, but I think I'll try and forget about him. Can't imagine how stressful running the palace is for him. That may be so, but alright, Mr. Butler, do you know anything about Mega Evolution? I remember reading a book on that subject in the palace library. It had something to do with what you now call trainer holding a mysterious stone and making the Pokemon evolve even further. Also, not much, but I would like you to have this. Callum obtains TM17, Protect. Project Block opposite Pokemon's move. The owner of Setoeon Castle used to be friends with that guy? Can you believe it? Isn't that crazy? We'll have to be sure to give that flute back after we wake up Snorlax. Let's just try a quick ball, okay? Gotcha. Venipede was caught. Surprised, but not shocked. Oh, it's you too. Did you actually manage to borrow the Poke Flute? Callum hands over the Poke Flute. Thanks. Well, you're the only one who can play it, right? Snolax can be grumpy when he wakes up. It might attack. I'll play the flute right now, but are you ready to stop it? Feel nice to have the flute in my hand again. Okay, I guess I'll start playing. Okay, I'll say that Snorlax definitely looks like a shiny. Anyone else? Snorlax opened its eyes widely. Okay, let's try another quick ball again. Maybe? And maybe not. I'm not surprised though. I really don't have to catch this Pokemon, but I want to, just so I can. So got it paralyzed, and now to whittle down its HP. Almost there. Oh, come on. And now it's paralyzed me. One more time, with feeling. Let's try one more quick ball. Okay, let's try one more quick attack. Now go, great ball. Darn. Gotcha. Snolax was caught. Okay, yes. Thanks. And now to the PC box with you. Awesome. You caught Snorlax. Cough, cough. Oh. The only thing I can do with the Pokeflute is to put it on display. But you'll be playing it since you were little, and the tone is lovely. It seems like my Furfru also likes the sound of the flute. Not as much as I like my beautiful, wonderful fireworks, of course. Oh yeah, I guess so. Still, you play the sound better back in the day. I'll let you take care of that flute, so be sure to practice some more. Was that supposed to be an attempt to patch things up? Whatever. All well ends well. I wonder what lies past where the Snorlax was sleeping. And that's it for my 11th episode. We explored the palace thoroughly, got the Pokeflute, and waked up Snorlax. Now we're free to move on to the next route. And good night, everyone, and let the moonlight guide your way.